and the journey that you and others went on to get to this point in 2014.
In 2014, this photo taken here, this is my Aunt Vivian Sahana, and what she's holding in her left hand, and I've got a feeling that might be my hand there just helping her hold on to it, is the first published version of Warda Kwaba Luka, or the Good News of Luke. The Gospel of Luke. It was the first book we translated into our language, and it was done in committee by a committee of anywhere between 10 and 20 people who rotated in and out, and it was done as a very thorough consultative process because we wanted to get it right, and it took us nearly 20 years or 25 years to actually finish this from the start to publication. And the reason we took so long is because there were several of us in the group and from several different language groups, there was a heavy process of negotiation going on about how what words we used and how we used them. And we had to do a lot of language engineering, creating terms for things like God. The word for God, which doesn't have an equivalent in Nyoongar language, we chose what they called him in the Old Testament, Bulangayira, which in our language means the Most High. And so this process took a long time, but it was a very worthwhile time because the Book of Luke's now become the template, if you like, for further translation. For example, 2 years ago I did the Book of Luke, the Book of Ruth by myself, and Ruth's only a small book, it's only 4 chapters, but it's a wonderful story because it's a story about women who, having been dispossessed, found their power and became empowered and used that power to bring themselves to a better life. And I've looked around myself all my life. I've grown up surrounded by women who were empowered, women who, by the grace of God, were able to step out of their circumstances and become what was necessary to survive and to bring up their children. And I was one of those children who was brought up by a powerful, godly woman. So that's why when the Bible Society said, okay, Tom, if you want to try something for yourself, what do you want to do? And I said, could I do the story of Ruth? And they said, yeah. And I was really happy with that because one, it's a story that resonates very powerfully with me, and two, it's only got 4 chapters. So it was a pretty quick one to do. And so as my first attempt to do something by myself, I'm very happy that the Bible Society said, yeah, go for it. So now we've got those 2 books, and currently I'm working on the Sermon on the Mount. I've just finished the Beatitudes part of that, and we'll be, when that's finished, we'll be going on probably finishing the rest of Matthew, then the other Gospels, and then hopefully go back to the beginning and start where God started. So thank you very much.